Hi, my name is Jamie Vernon and I am the founder and director of Songs for Sound. My daughter was born deaf and she was missed on multiple occasions before finally at 14 months we received the diagnosis. You see, Lexi was not given a newborn hearing screening. She was tested at 10 weeks and we were told she was fine, that one of the ear didn't pass, but it was because she was fussy. Time went on for us and we felt like she was, developing like any other child. And then around 8 or 9 months when she wasn't saying first words and we really noticed she wasn't responding to loud noises, we knew something wasn't right. A trip back to the pediatrician to get another referral back to audiology, which is something they told us to do, was met with reluctance, and they just really didn't want to refer us back to that audiologist. She was diagnosed at 14 months of age as being profoundly deaf. Lexi had never heard us. The songs in Songs for Sound is because I would rock Lexi that whole first year of her life when I was told she was fine. And I'd lost my mother to breast cancer and I just wanted to connect with my daughter like I connected with my mom. She didn't respond, so I would hand her to my husband and I would cry because she turned and squirmed and just didn't build that connection with me. Connection, a word that is surrounding this hearing health industry, connection. Well, I lived it. I lived without that connection when someone didn't respond because they couldn't hear. She was soon diagnosed and implanted bilaterally with cochlear implants, and a light bulb went on. The fact that she could hear our voices, our love, but she could hear music, a lullaby. And the first time her head went on my shoulder, time stood still. So this is more than a hearing health experience. This is more than a screening that you're participating in today. You are now a part of a movement at Songs for Sound, where we're going all across the world. Yes, even beyond America, we do international missions and more, and we are helping people hear based on that little girl's story.
Hello, my name is Dr. Bill, and I'm an audiologist with Songs for Sound. Audiologists are doctors who specialize in hearing. I want to take a moment to thank you for taking time out of your day to be with Songs for Sound today and to take a moment to focus on your hearing. Today we have some pretty simple goals for you. First, we want to make you more aware of your hearing life. Awareness looks at how well you are hearing the most important sounds in your world. Awareness is also about what steps you should do to protect your hearing. And lastly, awareness is what to do if your hearing is less than what it should be, or if you are struggling to hear the important parts in your world. To get things going, first you need to fill out some key information and we need to learn a little bit about yourself. And then we'll get started with the hearing screening. Looks like you're all set to begin the next part, which is really the most fun part. First, let's get the headphones on correctly. The red one goes over the right ear, and the blue headphone goes over the left ear. It's pretty easy, right? The goal of the screening is about how soft of a sound can you hear. So every time that you hear the soft sound, even if you think that you hear it, please press the Heard It button on the bottom of the screen to let us know that you've heard the tone. It really is that simple. Hear the tone, press the button. And please don't worry if you hear any outside noise during the screening, that's okay. This screening test has been specifically designed to do testing outside of the traditional quiet room. Congratulations, you've completed the hearing screening. No matter what your results were, we want to give you some recommendations for the next steps. If you have normal hearing, let's try to keep it that way for as long as possible. Please use hearing protection anytime you're around loud sounds, and please keep those personal earphones when you're listening to music at a reasonable loudness level. Last thing, it's important to do what you did today. Have your hearing screened each year just to make sure nothing has changed. If today's screening showed that you may have some hearing loss, don't worry, you're not alone. There are millions of people out there like you. However, we do encourage that you look into it sooner rather than later. And we are here to help with whatever options or whatever information you need to make the best decision for yourself. let's talk briefly about what happens when people experience hearing loss. As our hearing changes, we gradually lose the ability to hear speech clearly, and the overall understanding ability of speech diminishes. So what does this mean in real life? In a restaurant or a noisy setting, conversations will begin to run together and be difficult to follow. Or TV may be difficult to understand, and you'll find yourself turning up the volume louder and louder. You may notice that everyday sounds like birds or turn signals in your car have faded away.
Currently, you are looking at an audiogram. That is how well you hear. Across the top, those are frequencies. 125 is low, like the beat of a drum, all the way up to a bird chirping. Along the left-hand side, you'll see how loud we test you. Those are decibels. And then your progress and your hearing health is charted. Take time today to visit with one of our hearing health representatives who can explain your results and go over options to have your best hearing health life.
The good news is that in today's world, there are many different solutions to help you hear better and understand conversations. Today's hearing aids are small, some are virtually invisible, they are rechargeable, and they are very easy to use. And the cost may not be what you're thinking. Good help does not mean expensive. Songs for Sound has helped thousands of people hear better since we started our screening program over a decade ago.
Thank you for visiting the Songs for Sound Hearing Health Experience and Tour. We really do want you to take charge of your hearing health when you leave here. So if there's recommendations that we make, please follow that checklist that we gave you, take your audiogram, and let us follow up with you, and you follow up with us if you need any help. We're here to help. Visit songsforsound.org for a myriad of resources, or how you can get in touch with me, or to make a donation and pay it forward. Thank you so much and have a great day.